Off-grid television, bringing you off-grid TV with no ads, no sign-up, no fees. Content from all platforms, including ours. We want to help you gain independence. Why, though? Because, beep, Uncle Sam, more money in your pocket and less in his. Now what's better than that? I guess not paying monthly bills for housing, land, power, water, cable, septic, and some food sources isn't a bad deal either. We want other fellow off-gridders to step up and help others do the same. All of us in different regions can show how they survive the harsh cold winters or scorching summers. Information to mankind and the disconnect from the system. Lots of information already in our forums. Please join us and become a member today. Remember, you don't need the city needs you. OGTV coming soon. Let's get independent together.
Luna and Ursa are getting a lot better at walking on their leashes. Oh, good morning and welcome back. If you're new to our channel, I'm Carrie and my other half Doug. We are two rebels off grid. The rebels are our dogs, Zoe and Willow, and we actually just recently increased that by 2 more puppies. And their names are Luna and Ursa. So now we've got 4 rebel dogs on the property. But we're all about homesteading. We moved out here in September of 2022. We sold our house, quit our jobs, sold most everything that we owned, and came out here to homestead. So we've got about 36 acres. We're right in southeast Arizona in Cochise County, and we are learning as we go. So go ahead and subscribe, and you can follow along with us and hopefully learn some stuff. Today is the first day of having all 4 of the rebels in the little kennel run that we made for the puppies. Willow is doing great. You can see her tail spinning in circles. She's happy. She loves other dogs. Zoe the Chihuahua is not super dog friendly, so we have to be really careful and take it easy easing Zoe and the puppies together. So yeah, here we are. We're building a cat house. We're doing that because we recently had some extensive damage done to our Toyota FJ Cruiser. We've been monitoring for rodent damage as soon as we moved out here onto the property last year. We hadn't seen any signs that there was any rodent damage going on, but apparently they were coming up from underneath and they weren't even coming up to the top of the engine, so we couldn't see the damage until the car started running rough. We took it in and had them look at it, and they got it up on a lift and saw all the damage that was underneath. So it ended up being pretty extensive. So we decided we're going to go ahead and adopt some feral / unsociable cats. And we're getting them from a place called Paws Patrol. They're in Green Valley, Arizona, and they're pretty awesome. They do a program where they rehome these cats that have spent their whole lives outside, and normally they would get euthanized, but this program, it helps so that they get placed into, they call them working cats, just like a working dog. So I think that's pretty cool. So we're going to get these cats. We have to provide food, water, shelter, and vet care as we can. So I'm building the shelter for them. I'm building them a cat house. It's basically 2 feet by 4 feet by 2 feet tall. And then I'm building it kind of based on a cat house that my dad had built when I was a kid. And it was an outdoor cat house that our cats came and went in. And they also were indoor-outdoor cats. But they were able to stay safe for 22 years living in this cat house. And what he did was he built kind of a secret way for them to get in. And it's kind of cool. I'll show you towards the end what I did. Basically, the cat door comes in the front. The cat comes in the front. There's a false wall there, and the cats will quickly learn to just go over the top of the wall to get to the main part of the living area. And I think it should work pretty well. And I'm also going to elevate this off the ground. I'm going to put on 4-foot legs, which will elevate this whole thing 2 feet off the ground, and hopefully keep them a little bit drier, a little bit safer from things like snakes and the bigger spiders that we've got out here. We do have tarantulas, and I don't really want the cats having to mess with that if possible. So building this shelter for them, I used the cheapest wood I could. It's, gosh, 1/4-inch plywood, and then super inexpensive 2x4 studs. And the wood was splitting, so I did end up pre-drilling all of it, and that really helped with the splitting. Here's the door I'm cutting out. It's going to be 6 inches wide by 6 inches tall. And that should give the cats plenty of room to get in and out. I don't think it would stop a really desperate coyote, but it would give them, you know, some more protection with that false wall. I'm going to show you that here in just a sec as I finish attaching the front of the house and getting that all secured. I'm using deck screws, which are indoor-outdoor screws, and should hold up well in the elements. I'm going to go ahead here and attach the legs. And again, it sure would help to have an extra set of hands, but I managed to do it. It's not perfect, you guys, but it's an outdoor cat house, so, you know, what do you expect? It can't be perfect. So here's a look at the inside, and this is where I'm putting the false wall. I'm going to have it go up high enough to where something coming in might be confused and would just turn around and go back out. But the cats will learn that they have to climb over this wall to get into this main sleeping area. So getting this wall in, I just put a couple of 2x4 blocks kind of on either side of it to hold it up. And that should keep it nice and secure and keep predators from being able to push through it. So for the roof piece, I'm just going to go ahead and install these 2x4s on the underside of the roof. And this is just to keep the roof from sliding around and kind of falling, you know, into the cat house and hurting the cats. I'm putting underlayment down. I believe that's what this is called. And then I'm using a scrap piece of roofing material. This is the same material that we're going to be using on our house. And it's super easy to work with. It even came with these screws that are color matched to the roofing material, and then they also self-seal. This is nice timing. Doug came down and he was able to help me lift the roof up and flip it over so that I could trim off the extra underlayment, I think is what it's called, and go ahead and place the roof on top of the cat house. So here we are with this doesn't have the roof on it yet, but it will in just a sec. And I think it turned out really well. I think it's going to be great to help keep the kitties safe. So I want to share with you my biggest regret so far moving out onto our homestead. And that is the fact that our living area is so far away from our build site. It's like a 1/4 mile, you guys. And when Doug is up there with tools that I need, or I'm down here with tools that he needs, it's kind of a pain. It's the little things, right? Anyhow, thank you so much for sticking around to the end. We appreciate you guys.